Hello everyone and welcome to your Qigong video. So in this video I'm going to talk about how to move inner energy or Qi. So this is accomplished by using our eyes, our intention, our breath, and our mind. So where our attention flows, energy goes. So for example, if I want to move energy from my elbow to the tip of my finger, I can trace that line and bring a wave of sensation through. The electrical impulses, or the light, the vibration, the electricity is going to move through my nervous system, allocating more resources in this particular pathway. So as I continually stroke my arm from elbow to fingertip, I'm moving energy down it. Now if I simply wave my hand over, as I've done that a number of times, coordinating it with my breathing, I can build a sensation through my hand even though I'm not touching it. After I do this for a while, I can take my hand away and I can just breathe from my elbow to my fingertip, and I can still create a sense of energy moving, a sensation through the body. After a while, I don't even need to do the breath. I can simply just trace it with my eyes and my inner awareness, my intention, and still a subtle sensation is moving from the elbow to the fingertip. So this is how we learn to move Qi at various different levels. We first do it in a very physical way, and then we do it in a more subtle way, and then we just do it with the breath and the mind. So we're working down the levels of subtlety. Know that you can move energy throughout your whole body. Anywhere that you can feel and sense and the nervous system is connected to, you can move energy to. So I'm going to give a little Qigong class here where we do a little bit of movement to get the energy flowing first. And then I'll show you how we can move energy through the system and give you a personal experience to get a sense for if you can actually move energy through your system. So first, let's do a little tossing ball exercise. So feet shoulder width apart, tailbone slightly tucked under, little engagement of the pelvic floor, breathing into your low belly, as well as breathing out in and out through your nose here. Pardon me, in through the nose, out through the mouth for this beginning exercise. We're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, toss them. Inhale, exhale. In this exercise, we want to keep our legs pretty straight as if we're riding a horse, and then we're turning from the upper body. The name of this beginning exercise is tossing the ball, and it's all about releasing stress and tension from the body. So if you can bring to your awareness anything that is troubling you and simply let it go with the breath, setting that intention to release that stress, come into a greater state of relaxation and ease. And slowing that down, a little bit of shaking here. So just bouncing on the knees, you can jump up and down or simply come off the heels and bounce down. 3 different levels there. This shaking, we want it to be a conscious process of relaxation. So I'm assessing and scanning my body, making sure my wrists are loose, my shoulders, my jaw, waist, whole spinal column. Gonna help to tone here. So let's make the sound ah, a nice deep tone. Ah. I haven't mentioned this, but the more playful and the more that you can get out of your conditioned mind, the mind that you take to the office, the mind that you take to the marketplace, and get in a sense of playfulness, the easier it is to move energy. And once again, the letter ah. Ah. This sound is not simply singing, projecting our voice outwardly, but we're looking to use the vibration and send it into the body. That vibration creates nitric oxide, and it creates the area in which the breath can then expand. So let's consciously take that letter ah, that tone, and send it down into the low belly, and then take a nice big expanse of breath there. Good, and we'll do 2 more tones, but this is like a whisper this time. Very quiet. And then stop the shaking for a moment and just exhale while making the sound ah in your head. Really good. We're gonna move into pulling down the heavens. Inhaling the arms in a circle, exhaling ha. Ha. And repeating, pay attention to your hands. Ha. Next 3 times you bring the hands down, face them towards the body and scan through like X-ray vision. Opposite direction, inhaling, draw energy up through your body, and as you exhale, draw a circle. Inhaling, squeeze pelvic floor, bring the breath up through. You can pause at the top if you want, and then exhale, circle the arms around, gathering energy, breathing into all of your pores. See, what I'm guiding there is we have this external movement, and then what we want to fine-tune our awareness to is the internal sensation of the breath being guided up through the body so that we breathe into our full spinal cord and activate a nice, full, deep, beautiful breath. Beautiful. And take both your hands, palm over palm, beginning at the navel. We're going to move up the right side of the navel, cross over at the solar plexus, move up the left chest, cross over, and then come down the right side, solar plexus, down the left. So it's an 8, or an infinity sign. And drawing that, it's not really the end of the world if you're going the opposite way. So just get a sense for drawing this figure 8, not only what it feels like on your hands and the surface of your skin, but see if you can get a sense for breathing and drawing energy underneath the surface of your skin. A reminder, the more you step into play and get out of the thinking mind, the judgmental mind, the easier it becomes to build this sensation. It's like when you're a kid and you're getting really into your play and it becomes real. That's what we want to reclaim, this conscious capacity to create our own experience. And now the invitation is to take the hands slightly off the body, continuing in that same infinity sign, focusing more slowly, deepening the breath, and still seeing if you can track an internal sensation below the skin where your hands are moving. And then the next level, bring the hands to the side, keep the palms, fingers, everything open. Now just track with your awareness that same figure 8. So you're guiding it with the breath and your eyes, as well as your intention and internal awareness. And then let go of even the breathing, trying to coordinate breath, and simply let the breath come in and out naturally. And then just move the energy by moving your mind around in that same figure 8 pattern. Beautiful. Now let's do this with the arm. So take your right hand and inhale as you move up the left arm, all the way up to the neck, and then come back down the undersides of the arm on the exhale. Doing this nice and slowly. Once again, we're creating the pathway here for energy to move. And this is in good alignment with the meridians in the arm. The yang channels move up the upper arm, so we inhale as yang lifts up, and exhale as yin moves down. And then take your hand slightly off, like a centimeter off. Slow your hand movement down, coordinate your breathing, and begin to get that sense for energy moving underneath. You may or may not experience it. We all have different degrees of sensitivity in our nervous system, and that's just what this practice is for, cultivating more of the capacity, more sensitivity, more self-mastery over our nervous system. And the more you relax, the more at ease you are. There's a point in which we're doing something, but we stop trying. That's when it really begins to become more pronounced. And then the next step is to take the hand away, hold out the arm, and see if you can, once again, just with the breath, trace sensation around the arm. Really good, and let's create energy ball. So once again, this is all about imagination. So we're creating this with our mind. Give it a sense of feel. Maybe it's a warm energy ball. Maybe it's rotating really fast. Does it have a color? The more in-depth your conscious creation is here, the more in the present moment you'll become. That's really apparent and subjective. But when we begin to really step into this, it becomes so much more powerful. So once again, let's go up the right arm this time and then down. And then take the hand away and just guide the energy. And get a sense for if this energy, this sensation moves really well. Maybe there's a part in the arm where you feel it more like the hand. Or maybe there's a part in the nervous system where it feels a little bit blocked. Especially when working and moving energy through the spinal column, you'll get that sense for maybe the energy doesn't move so well through all the vertebrae because there's a little compression. This is movement meditation. And if we're adding in self-appreciation and self-love, this is love and kindness meditation in action. And then let's take away the hand and simply hold out the arm and guide the energy with our breath and in our intention. Beautiful. And rub the palms together. This is going to help to cultivate a little bit more energy. And same thing, let's just draw a nice clockwise, so down the left, up the right, around the whole stomach. So one of the best things about this Qigong work is we cultivate energy just by being present. We become more aware, more energy, more resources that our body can use for self-healing, and then what we do is we orientate our energy and our awareness into our organs so that they have the energy they need to digest, to assimilate, to process, to rebuild, to do all the beautiful things it does. And then once again, taking the hands slightly away from the body. So your palms project energy as well as your fingers. So I like to actually use my fingers in some areas and direct them, and that helps to guide the energy. But maybe you like to go palm over palm, as that's another powerful way to do this. And then place the hands to the side and simply do it with your mind. You may want to create an energy ball and spin it while using this internal circular motion. And let's finish up with some gentle fists and just gently tapping below your navel. Once again, guide the breath right where your hands are, underneath. I'm going to guide it into the lower dantian. This is where we can store the energy that we've cultivated. And then a moment of stillness. See how the energies have settled or how they're moving in the body, and just notice without any judgment. This is meditation in motion. And opening the eyes nice and slowly. Thanking Pachamama below, stars in the heavens above, and everything in this life. Try it for yourself. Play it with some energy. You know, you can really do anything as you use your imagination, and the more you step into it, the more that you can create sensations. You can choose your emotional states. You can guide your mind into greater creativity, or you can bring energy into your body for healing. This is all the work of Qigong. So many blessings on your path.